think it's a very me thing to wait a whole year to make a YouTube video and come back with a spot on my upper lip. But we're just going to go with it because it's been such a long time and I'm just in that sort of mood, which could potentially be a warning. I know that YouTube is used as a creative outlet in all sorts of ways, whether it be a positive way, a negative way, whatever. But when I started making YouTube videos, I was a very different person to who I am now. The thing that we have in common, my previous self and my current self, is that we like to talk a lot. So maybe that's just it, and I just want to be heard for a bit, whether that's about the spot on my upper lip or the fact I ran a half marathon 2 days ago. Yeah, that's a thing that happened in my life. So I will jump into that. I decided that this fine evening at 21 minutes past 7, I would do a face of makeup just because I want to. And whilst I was doing that, I would talk you through some bits and bobs with my life. But just while it sat on my lap, proof that I ran a half marathon. More importantly, that I finished it, which sounds kind of negative, you know, when I look at that. I finished it in 2 hours and 36 minutes with 2 loo breaks, I hasten to add. And here is the middle. Yeah. I'm very pleased. I'm very proud. Yeah. I've just seen a message flash up on my screen from my aunt, who was the #1 inspiration for me even starting this weird journey, to ask if I took my medal into work. I can confirm I did take my medal into work. I didn't show anyone until like midday-ish or after because it's really busy at work at the minute and I didn't want to just flaunt it around, but the excitement kind of grew. So the first person asked me, I was like, yeah, it's alright, my legs kind of hurt. And then by 4 o'clock, I was like, yeah, and I'm going to do another one, and maybe a full marathon, but I don't really want to put that out into the universe in case that doesn't happen, and then I feel like a failure. But yes, it's one of my most... I can't even... impressive. Can I call myself impressive? I'm gonna call myself impressive. I've just realised that a few of the things that I need to even get ready for nothing are over there. So bear with me. I'm not using editors or anything at the moment. I've got no need to. I debated for a while actually buying one, and then I fell out of the whole thing, so it's probably a good idea I didn't. Technically I want something else, but I can't be bothered, to be honest. So we're just gonna skip the moisturiser step. If I'm honest with you, it's over there. One of them is over there, and I'm really not messing about with that. So I have a mirror over there. Oh, look how well that did not do anything. So yeah, I have, well, since we last spoke, I had, what, hair down here, brown, blonde at the ends. Then, not too many months after that, I decided I wanted to go shorter. And then I went to Cyprus, and I did kind of make a YouTube video and then deleted it. That's neither here nor there. And then I think that was the point I went sort of 3 shades of red, so a really dark red root, red here, and then rose gold at the end, and it was gorgeous. It was one of my favourite hair colours and styles of all time. And then every time it faded to like an orangey blonde, which wasn't the worst, but I went on a date sometime in October and he was like, this is the only time of year that your hair colour will like suit the time of year, because it was orange, like a pumpkin. I know. Thanks for that. Safe to say we haven't been on a date again. Not especially for that reason, but I thought, okay, yeah, got a point. My hair is just fading constantly to this very strange, not really what I want colour. So I went back to brunette. It was actually a really dark brunette, and I wanted to get rid of a lot of the length. So around Christmas time, it was pretty much like up here. So it's done a lot of growing in that time, as have I. Maybe not just specifically that time, but I'm all about the growth. I have changed jobs since we last spoke as well, which is not really that dramatic. It was a thing of necessity. Some other things. It's been a rough time. I've also moved. Yeah, I forgot about that. Because of one thing and another. I am now in a house share with a guy and his dog. Shout out to them. And yeah, I've been here for 2 months almost, and that's crazy. My dad's moved away and I am living my best life, realising I've forgotten the main brush for the powder. I don't really want to leave the frame too much so you can see the extent of the mess. It's actually relatively tidy, but maybe we'll just not do powder. We'll do powder. I'll just pause. We'll get a bit manual up in here. So just use an editor, but on principle, I'm not going to now. Okay, be right back. All right? Got it. Honestly, if I was gonna do that and just get up, I should have got up and got my moisturizer, but I think I've just tried to focus it and now it's permanently. That's great until I like move it. I don't know what it's doing. Back to the glamour of filming on my phone, because I decided I wasn't going to be dilly-dallying in the world of YouTube again, so I probably wouldn't need my camera, so I sent that away with my father. So here we are. But actually it's not a bad front-facing camera, just currently doing me a bit dirty on the old spot there. But alas, there are worse things and going on in life. I can't actually speak. I fear that the half marathon didn't scramble my legs as much as it scrambled my brain, which wouldn't be far from the truth of what running is like and what I've realised running is like. I started running about a year ago, over a year ago, for actually I have no idea why, but my friend was like, do you want to do a couch 5k? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then at the same time I was due to be going to Cyprus to see my aunt, and she was like, I'm going to enter you into the 5k. And I was like, oh, okay. So I did that about a year ago. And then she was like, I'm going to enter you into a half marathon. I think it only feels like, it just feels sufficiently more crazy after the fact that I've run a half marathon. I don't know why. That makes no sense. It all seemed very plausible and very doable whilst I was training, which I feel like I'm going to be doing for the foreseeable. I do need to put down a little bit more pressure on my eating and stretching regiment and things like that. But other than that, off I go into this world of running. Didn't think that would happen. Be happening. Oh, got something in my eye. Oh well. Oh, look at that highlight. This is the Pro Revolution. Oh, other way around. Revolution Pro highlight palette in ice. I'm using the colour that looks like ice if you want to So that, oh, it's quite good. It's quite good. A little excessive when I got nothing going on. Maybe we'll just take a nice selfie. Although I am wondering if that's where this little breakout has come from. But once again, doesn't matter. I don't know what I was going to say. I am really flustered. I think that's it. I just think the race has scrambled my brains. Mind over matter. That was it. I got through most of it without too much complaining. I guess that's the word. I was feeling some things, but I was trying not to vocalize them too much. And then I think I was given an energy chew and it went right through me. So I needed to stop, go to the loo. And I was finding that because of how I was running, that's just how I run. I kind of have my, this is just all compacted. There's just a lot going on here. So trying to pull up my shorts, TMI, but pull up my shorts, it was hurting my arms. So it was almost like I was weightlifting rather than running a marathon, half marathon. But that's just one of the things I noticed. But by mile 10, we were on the down. I knew I'd run 11.2 miles before. And I don't even think it was so much the idea of running some more or however many more, because when I was training, I was like, yeah, that's gonna be hard doing an extra mile or two, but I'll just struggle through it. But I was struggling before those 3 miles because I knew they were coming. And then I think I just got myself all worked up, but I made it. 2 hours 36, and there were about 500 people after me according to the old leaderboard. I can cope with that. Yeah, definitely one for the books. There's photos and they are interesting. But again, the first one, and as in first half marathon, and it will go down in history. So, after 13 minutes of putting makeup on my face for no apparent reason and chatting utter rubbish, she's ready. She's ready for whatever. She's ready for spontaneity if anything wants to come at her. But alas, I think it'll just be a selfie, a little bit of dancing around my room to Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. Senorita, good song. And then probably take it off and go to bed. But I just also thought I should point out that I really love this whatever you want to say, patchworky-esque jumpsuit thing. It has the world's baggiest trouser legs and I'm in love. Anyway, I'm gonna drink some water like the healthy goddess I am and bid you farewell. Not sure if this is the return anyone was looking for, but it's the return you didn't know you needed. Don't know. Hope you're all well. Fill me in on any monumental things in your life because it has been a year. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Easter, and all that fun stuff that I missed. Take care. See you soon.